Hello and welcome to Let's Ask the Angels on Spreaker. I'm your host, Barbara Calvano. It is my honor to serve you with guidance and messages to support you on your path of living with mastery. Hello everyone, it's Barbara Calvano and welcome to Let's Ask the Angels here on Spreaker and wherever you listen to this podcast, such as Apple, Spotify, and more. So welcome. I am doing a mid-May podcast today, and I was guided to do a 10-card reading, basically explaining to those who might not know what is a 10-card angel tarot reading, and in the meantime, give you, the community, a special message of guidance for today. And if you have any questions about how this applies to you, feel free to email me, contact me, and I can just answer your questions about it. So it just occurred to me that many of you might not know how in-depth a 10-card reading can be, and also what it entails. So when I do these readings, I'm able to get to a place of basically nothing. So I call it the neutral space. And from then, I'm able to choose the cards and connect with the energy that I focus on. Today it is the community of the world. Or if it's you, my private client, your energy. And then the matching vibrations of what needs to be revealed shows up. And then in the interpretation of the cards, I am able to sense what needs to come forward, and sometimes you might even pick up on things that I don't notice, especially in the imagery of the cards. So that's what I'm doing today, and here we go. So I am using the Angel Tarot by Radleigh Valentine, one of my favorite go-to card decks. As I have told you before, I have available almost like 200 decks. Many of them are oracle decks and a few tarot, but mostly angel tarot. That's what I'm drawn to. And specifically, it's the frequency. And even before I get started, someone contacted me by email and asked a question about, in basically so many words, what was going to be happening to their finances. And many of us have that question right now. And one of the things that I teach is I don't really give you the answer, like per se, what is going to happen. More, what I tend to address is where's your energy, and how might you be blocking your ability to receive the answers yourself that are there for you if you've inquired, if you've prayed on it, asked your angels, your guides for some information. 99.9% the information is coming at you, at us, but we're unable to connect with it. And those are the guidelines that I teach over the course of the past, 13 years. How do you ready yourself so that you can listen and be conscious and aware of what messages are being given? They're being, and they may not be explicitly like go 4 steps to your left and 4 steps forward and whatnot. It may very well be take the time to rest, take care of yourself, be grateful for what you have right now. You'll be able to see what you need to do. I'm never going to tell you a fortune teller like experience of that. It's all going to be all right, unless that is the general tone. But only you and I, we have free will. We have to take actions. So if there's a block in your finances per se, you may need to take an action. The action may be to rest or to get clear. And when I say get clear, it may mean to be able to sense, one sense, what's your temperature right now? Where are you? Where's your emotional state? Is it very, very low? Is it very in the middle? Or are you able to get to a higher state of optimism? But how are you feeling? And if you are feeling so in any measure of desperation, fear, terror, or sadness, these are all different frequencies. Identify where you're at. What do you have to do to shift your frequency? And I'm not saying sugarcoat it. Just tell the truth of where you're at. And that's going to give you the beginning of a roadmap of what to do next. Literally, it might be to manage your computer files. It may be to get out and talk to people. It may be, it could be so many different things. But as you can see, everything is an action. Everything is a frequency. So for whatever issue one might have, it's a frequency. It is a vibe. It is a state of being. And when we want to attract something else, think about what is that state of being of that, or the frequency of that object in which you want to manifest. So it's playing that game, looking at that possibility, and learning more and more how we are constantly creating our lives already. We're in a portal of energy. How do we want to attract a new portal of energy? And 99.9% of the time, we have to learn how to relax. We have to learn how to relax and breathe so that we can be still enough to intuit with your five senses, through your heart, through your ears, through your eyes, listening, allowing messages to come in, to be present to the divine reaching out to us. So it's probably not going to be, it very well could be something that your mailman says to you that has nothing to do, that they don't even know that they're contributing, but they're saying something that lights an idea for you, and you take an action. So I'm not going to be telling you the lotto numbers to win, the lottery. It really is, what we could do is ask our angels, what's in my way of listening? Or, please, I need to hear it more clearly. I need a louder version. You can even ask for that. Please emphasize your information to me. And just be aware. It could be something you see on a bus, traveling by you. Something you see in a billboard, or something that flashes through you by email, something someone says, the lyrics of a song. But we're in a world of visceral information. But if we're already in a made-up mind, if we're in a state of being that we can't hear because we're so filled with the frequency, it will be impossible. So here we go. That's just a sidebar, but some of that information is in this 10-card reading today. So here we go. This is the Angel Tarot 10-card reading, usually known as the Celtic cross, and it is for the community in the world for right now, mid-May. So we start off with a really powerful card. It's called the King of Earth. And this is the situation. This is the situation that we're in right now. And it describes us or somebody coming into your life as generous, professional, responsible, practical. And it says a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. So I don't know about you, but whenever I hear the Midas touch, that means whatever you touch could turn to gold. Now that's a very lofty message of such possibility that for some people they may think that's just impossible. I don't feel that right now, but we're addressing what we might not be able to see because we might be filled with so many emotions that we can't see how good we have things right now. So often we have to be able to be present to what we already have, what's been given to us. So the King of Earth says also, this is a successful time. Your current projects will go well. You may be promoted or offered a higher salary. Your talents and skills will bring rewards for you and others. Accept the opportunities offered you and have confidence that you'll succeed. So that's up to us to have the confidence. People, someone with outstanding business skills who is good with money and can provide excellent advice. A person who has been successful in a career and now enjoys the finer things in life. Professional, generous, responsible, practical, competent. The Midas touch. A captain of industry, employers, financial security. So this really is describing a situation, wanting us to be mindful, aware, conscious of what we have already. We may be downplaying our talents. We may be even poo-pooing, that. You could think that you were in the most desperate times of your life. At the same time, the angels are pointing out to you that you have a magic touch, meaning you can create the success that you envision One, because that vision is already inside of you. You have that dream. You would not have it if it was not yours. So this is addressing that, and that is the situation. Now the second card is called the current challenge to this, and we have 8 of fire. And all these cards I'll have on my newsletter also that comes out, which you can subscribe to at bcalvanocoaching.com if you want to see the cards. And it says, for the current challenge to this, what I just spoke about, hold on tight because things now move into high gear. Past delays are over and your plans manifest with swiftness and energy. You may feel caught off guard as frenzied activities take over. It's exhilarating and a little overwhelming, but it feels good to see your dreams coming true. Now, when we say, because I'm with my angels on this, you'll see your dreams coming true. May not look like you're getting the Academy Award. It may be getting a sense of hopefulness. Little things start falling into place. You know, it's important for us to start measuring, being aware of the little things that are positive and acknowledging them and not waiting for that big, huge, dopamine relief of, completion of like the end. Actually, the process of life is going to be the mindfulness of day-to-day activities. So suddenly you have a lot of things going on. Too many balls are in the air. Stay grounded. Your messages are received positively right now. Embrace the spotlight. So often many of us don't take the time to embrace, again, what we have achieved, how far we've come, the little things that have been given to us. Our mind can be so just always on the future. And they talk about that in this reading. So additional meanings of this card is receiving needed information, inspiration, sudden travel, and unexpected level of success. So, one thing about angel cards, they're going to over and over tell us to look at what we have already. Be able to acknowledge yourself. Pat yourself on the back and be in the moment. And if you find yourself not able to do that, there's a whole list of things one can do to stay grounded, including cutting cords, detoxing, releasing energy. Perhaps I'll do a whole show on that. So the next card is the basis of those 2 cards. We have 6 of fire. And here it says, bravo, this is a time of great achievement and success. People think highly of you and your reputation is excellent. You've made good decisions and worked hard. There may be some sort of public acknowledgement of your contributions, or you may be given an award for your achievements. Good news is on its way. It could be a promotion or a new job offer. Other meanings of this card are victory, feeling good about yourself, good fortune. So we have 3 cards starting out saying, you may not realize how good you have it, and you may be a little too worried about the future. You may be absorbing the energies around us, politically, news, negative news. It's in the air right now. Another reason to really guard your energy. Protect yourself. Learn to clear yourself on a daily basis so that you're not carrying that energy into your sleep and waking up with it over and over again. It's an incredible time to be highly, highly aware. What are you putting into your eyes, your ears? What are you saying to yourself? All of this is frequency. So the next card is the near past, what you've gone through. And it could have been yesterday or in the past few months. And we have Ace of Air. Here we go. And here it says, new ideas now take flight. So whatever questions and issues you've been dealing with, pay attention to the ideas that have been coming towards you, for you. They're yours, especially if they've been repetitive. They're not anybody else's. They are yours, and they're yours for a reason. You can do something with these ideas. Expect great inspiration to come, possibly from an event or situation that had previously troubled you. Now you see the opportunity to create something amazing, and you're full of excitement. Focus your thoughts on your long-term goals and create a plan of action. Now you see the truth of the situation. Confusion is gone, and clarity has taken its place. Your new understanding replaces previous misconceptions. Now you're ready to move forward. And what I like about this Ace of Air, it's really about what I've just talked about. What are your thoughts? Are you creating more drama than you need to? Are you filling your mind with negativity and fear? And I say that, are you doing that to yourself, or are you absorbing others? So you want to take note of that, because that is our habitual way. That often is what we've learned from our ancestors. So you may be carrying baggage from the past. It has nothing to do with who you are in the present, but you may be continuing that pattern. So here it says a challenging beginning, turning a negative into a positive when you're aware of it, and a brilliant intellectual solution. And then the next card, which is for the present, which is just beautiful. And right now, the present, we have strength. So many of us, not only in the United States, but in the world, have been dealing with feeling affected by all of the, I'm going to say it, the politics. It's affecting the whole world, and affects us personally, in our communities, in our work. And we have strength with Archangel Ariel. This card comes to you because you need to know that you're stronger than you realize. You can definitely handle your current situation. However, instead of powering through it, you're better off with an approach of compassion, kindness, and gentleness. The strength that this situation calls for comes from the softness of a spiritual core. And that's something that we could work on a daily basis. Have a ritual, have a system of things that you can do on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be rigorously ornate and complicated. It could be so simple. All right? And that will develop a spiritual core that's so no matter what happens, you can tune into that space. This actually is an important tool to develop, a skill to have, how to turn into your spiritual center. Your strength and effectiveness increase as you believe in yourself and your ability to grow from the experiences you have in life. Look upon challenges as opportunities to learn and apply your knowledge and magical touch. Second time we have that word, magical touch. So even visualizing what that means as a child, remembering as a child, what does it mean to create magic? That is a frequency that we can create within our body, in the cells of our body, so that we can attract those joyful experiences. And other meanings of this card are patience, forgiveness, the courage of your convictions, using honey instead of vinegar. Archangel Ariel is the angel of the spirit of nature. Because Ariel is so close to the earth, she helps with day-to-day material needs of home, food, clothing, and so forth. Ariel for strength and support if you're worried about finances or desperate times. So call upon Ariel. And that's who we have right now with us. I love this card. And now for the near future, we have 10 of Air. And this could be in the next hour, or could very well be down the next few months. But I tend to see this as in the situation of these next couple of weeks. So we have 10 of Air. Let me find this. This situation has ended. This situation has ended. Fortunately, endings are always followed by new beginnings. You may feel sadness over what has transpired, mixed with welcome, relief. It's time to walk away and embrace the dawning of a new day. Expect your circumstances to improve. Expect your circumstances to improve. Now that's a frequency. Say that over and over again. It may be time to change your career. Perhaps you've completed a long-term project or have decided to pursue other employment. Don't put limits on what wonderful things the universe can bestow. Cast your net wide and see what fantastic opportunities you might catch. Additional meanings for this card may be nowhere to go but up, recovery from an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. So when I say addiction, it could be anything that you're doing repeatedly that doesn't really produce any results. It doesn't have to just be drugs and alcohol. Though it could be things that we do to stop ourselves from feeling. Because when you don't feel your feelings, you're basically putting a block on your energy, your frequency. And you put a block on that, you've created your own wall. You're walled in. So if you want to create an ability to have a bridge, pure conscious contact with your higher power, you might want to take a look at what are the things that you do to suppress your feelings. And it could be anything from overeating, overexercising. I'm guilty of that. Recently I found out gambling, any addiction. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's just a habit one develops when one doesn't want to feel everything. Because once you start feel the feelings completely, guess what? They disappear. They literally disappear. And you no longer have a craving or a need to block your feelings. You can feel the pure, immense rainbow of emotions that exist on the planet. So additional meanings of this card are nowhere to go but up. Recovery from an addiction. So we love this. It's in the near future. Something that's been holding us back. And especially in the world right now where there's so much anger and fear with what's happening in the world, it's easy to get sucked into that. Therefore, that stops our spiritual growth. And we stay distracted and unable to move forward. And in a sense, that's what that frequency wants us to do. So the game plan is to know that and to park it aside. Literally just don't engage in that. We're going to do what we have to do to change certain situations, but we're going to not let ourselves be, our precious energy, be completely sidetracked at this most important time of our lives. And then the next card is Queen of Air, and this is in the power position, we call. And I love this position because it talks about our power. It talks about our abilities that we may be blinded to. So bear with me one second. So Queen of Air. This is our power. Your clear decision-making abilities are needed right now. So more reason to be conscious and don't numb yourself out, because you can't think clearly when you do that. You might feel better for a few hours, a few minutes, but you can't make clear decisions, or you'll make decisions that you made over and over in the past that didn't work out. So see through any hidden agendas. It's time to remove anything or anyone from your life whose presence no longer serves your greatest good. Still, try to see the underlying humor. So this is in the power position. This is called big cleanup in our lives. So if you have a recurring problem or an issue, it very well could be that you are in the same frequency of people, places, and things that may be holding you back. Because we tend to do the things very similar to the people we hang out with. So it's better to be alone for a while and make new friends, make new contacts so that we can move to the next level of frequency in our lives of joy and possibility. And this includes family too. We can love them, but we don't have to join and even, I'm using the word marry, their thought patterns that they experience. We don't have to agree with them, or we don't have to fight them. We just choose to not let ourselves be distracted by that. It's not easy, but we have the power to do this. We absolutely have the power. So this card also means someone with incredible insight, perceptiveness, and regard to situations and people. A person with a marvelous wit, a keen mind, and a forthright personality who doesn't take life too seriously. A perfectionist, but not judgmental. An unmarried person, independent, experienced, candid, realistic. And also, these type of people could come into your life. So I love this in the power position. So the next card is for the position of how others see us. And we have 3 of water. So how we're seen by others. It's time for celebration. Weddings, announcements of pregnancy or birth, and that could be birth of a creative project, and reunions are likely. Graduations or promotions are on the horizon. You need to have more fun. So, yeah, that could very well be it. To lighten up. We have to remember we're in life. And in life, we're allowed to have fun. We're allowed to be happy. We're allowed to be joyful. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to do that. It could just be saying, hey, I need to laugh more. I need to just do something, step out of my comfort zone and try something new. So throw a party or take a vacation. Again, you can do this without spending a lot of money. Or you might get an invitation to do something, but shift your energy. Remember, it's all about frequency. Let's Ask the Angels basically is all about how do we become more angel-like, meaning formless but pure energy that is completely malleable and creating a wonderful life, an incredible experience. But we're the ones at the helm. We're the ones driving this energy through this lifetime. And the other meanings for this card are community, hospitality, entertainment, good fortune, happy conclusions. So this is that others may see that we probably are just working too hard and might just need to take a break, go for a walk, say hello to people, say hello to your neighbors, have fun. Learn to remember that this day will never come again. And then the next card is our hopes and fears. That's the position of the 9th card. And we have an incredible card for this, for all of us. So our hopes and fears. We have ego, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So I'm going to take a little stop because I hear something. So here we go. And here it says, the angels want you to know that the entrapment you're feeling isn't real. This card indicates that a lot of your feelings are stemming from anxieties that aren't based in reality. So give your fears to God and the angels and ask for their help in adopting a more positive perspective on this situation. This card also indicates that you're focused upon the material things in life. And you might say, well, yes, I have to focus on the material things because I'm stretched. I need to pay my bills. But just listen to this guidance here. Heaven acknowledges that you, like everyone, have physical needs. However, your attention to the accumulation of possessions is out of balance. Reassess why you want to acquire these items. Perhaps you're trying to fill an emotional void, which material objects could never do. What you're really craving is inner peace through a spiritual path. I'm going to read that again. What you're really craving is inner peace through a spiritual path. Refusal to face the truth or to take personal responsibility for the situation. Addictions, again, it's the 3rd time that's mentioned in this reading. Temptations, dependency, excessive debt. So here we have Archangel Jophiel, is the archangel who helps us experience beautiful emotions and think beautiful thoughts. Call upon Jophiel whenever you need a boost in how you feel about yourself, your life, and the world. So this is in the position in the 10-card reading called Your Hopes and Fears. So it is talking about what are we really wanting in this life. We want a sense of peace, that everything's going to be all right. But sometimes we'll have $5 in our bank account and we don't think we can feel peaceful. What if we could feel peaceful no matter what was happening in our lives? Like for real. That's a powerful connection with your higher power of your own choice and understanding. And then the last card, the 10th card, is the outcome of this 10 card reading. And we have Archangel Jophiel again. And here she talks about it. The card is the star. So let me find this. We're really getting the coaching to beautify our thoughts. Beautify our thoughts, beautify our surroundings the best we can, but really to beautify our thoughts. And the star says, go ahead, wish upon a star. The angels say you have every reason to feel hope and happy expectations. Believe in your dreams and look to your future with optimism, excitement, and confidence. Challenging times are now behind you, and brighter times are ahead. Now, you can feel that in a shift in frequency, even if nothing changes in your life. Do you know that? You can actually feel optimism and excitement as a shift in frequency, but you have to believe it's possible. And if you don't believe it's possible, at least attempt to believe it's possible. It's like the light. Let that light in. And then all of a sudden there's breath. There's expansion. There's a sense of relief. And you feel calmer. Even while you have this deep desire for massive changes in your life, you can still have peacefulness. Make your plans with the long view in mind. This is repeated again. Some of you may have not sat down and written, what do you see as your future? What do you see as a plan of your life? Not a quick fix situation to these little fires that come up again and again. What do you want from this one life that you're living? Make your plans with the long view in mind. Now is the time to envision your life the way you want it to be and take action in that direction. The expectations you create for yourself are planted in fertile soil. Trust and follow your intuition as it's right on target. Faith, a sense of purpose, a prosperous new beginning on the right path. Now that's a big statement. Being on the right path. Being on the right path. One of the things that whatever path you're on is the right path right now. Whatever path you're on right now is the perfect path right now until you choose another path. But getting a sense that in this moment everything is perfect, whole, and complete, and that you can be peaceful in every cell of your body, just sitting and breathing in this moment allows you to truly shift to the next one. So Archangel Jophiel is the angel of optimism who helps us deeply develop a sunshiny outlook and attitude. Call upon Jophiel to help you celebrate your victories and stay optimistic about your future. So, wow, we have Jophiel twice bringing in her guidance and her power. Her auric color is pink. You can think fuchsia pink, or whatever pink really, affects you deeply, you're moved by. Look around for pink in the sunrise, sunset, flowers around right now. And breathe that in. It's a soft color. It makes you feel good. You can even just take a moment and have Jophiel, like a window washer in your mind, wash away all negative thoughts so that you're clear. What we want to do is manage our frequency, observe our frequency every day. Life will continue on, hopefully, for a long time, so that each day we have the best life possible. New things will arise daily. As long as you're alive, we're going to have this system of revelations that we are ready for, frequencies. And again, I'm really guided to say, if you have dreams, aspirations, and visions that are in your mind, in your heart. They are yours. They are personally yours. They exist already in the universe as complete. It's only a matter of you taking a moment and asking the angels, what steps should I take next? Thank you, thank you, thank you is a great affirmation to say. And to begin, even just by accepting that you can have what you envision, and forgiving yourself for not believing that up until now. And then taking that action. It could just be acknowledging it. Like today, I fully understand. I can create the reality that I desire and dream of. And part of that reality is peace and connection to your higher power, so that you can be peaceful and graceful in any situation. And I've shared this before, and that's our 10 card reading, an angel card reading. When I do a one-on-one session with my clients, we go through these 10 aspects, and then we're able to have a conversation about what's going on in your life, what comes forward to each of these positions, that the cards lay out and describe, and what archangels may show up that are particularly powerful for you right now. Like today, for all of us, we have Ariel and we have Jophiel. So it's a perfect, beautiful reading for the community. And if you are interested in having a one-on-one session with me, go to my website at bcalvanocoaching.com, and you can purchase a Zoom session with me. We go through all of this and how it deeply relates to your life. Let me see if there's anything else about this reading. Nope. And again, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to sharing with you. Again, I had talked about the Archangel Michael merge, and as I looked into it again, it is very, very, it's complicated. And what I mean by complicated, it's very, very deep. And I might do it as a workshop because it's very in-depth. It's very, very in-depth. But let's just say, as I spoke about Jophiel, when we connect and merge with Michael on a cellular level, we have the ability to do what Michael does. Shield ourselves in the world from energies we don't want. And we also can cut away powerfully that which wants to be let go of, as Michael would do. Instead of just using Michael to do it, we start acting like Archangel Michael. And if you want to jump ahead with this, Diana Cooper at dianacooper.com has this as a YouTube replay that you can purchase for a very nominal price. It's a powerful, powerful meditation to do and to replay yourself, to bring in this enormous, enormous energy of Archangel Michael that allows us not only to handle our personal lives, but really make an impact on helping the world. So thank you again for listening. Again, follow me at bcalvanocoaching.com for updates and news of what's happening. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.